Hey everyone, this is Tia Sabachi. I wanted to touch base with a lot of people who may have their warriors have been initiated with certain tools within the practice, but their godparents have failed to teach them basic things that will help you. And one of those most basic things and rituals that you can do every Monday is attend to your warriors. You know, I like to live clean. I like to be clean. The way that I live, the way that I keep my altars is what's going to manifest in my life. If you keep your shit dirty, you can just imagine all the blockage that's going to come into your life. Unfortunately, not all godparents are meant to be godparents. They don't teach their godchildren how to attend to their altars or how to use their tools. So I'm going to do this video without disclosing anything closed door and just giving you all the basics. Every Monday is the day that you attend to Elewa or Eshu, depending which one you have, and your warriors. I do it early in the morning. And what I do is the first thing is give recognition to Elewa by knocking 3 times on the floor. I'll do an Omi Tutu prayer. If you're not sure about that, we need to do a little bit of research and learn how to do that prayer, and I'll go into another video of what exactly that prayer means. But this is just the basics. Any fruit, any guavas that are going bad, I put that in a paper bag and I will go leave that at a crossroad or a wooded area. Water is so important. I like to drink clean water. My altars, I go through every altar every morning and change the water. Cold water. You don't put a glass of hot water because obviously you wouldn't drink hot water unless it's tea, and your orisha is like fresh cold water. The third thing is obviously you're going to start with your elewa, or however your Ile taught you, but I'm just going to teach you how I was taught. I'm going to remove him from his plate. The plate is so important, guys, because that is also an energy. And we'll go into a video about that, why the plate where Elewa or Eshu resides is important. That plate should be clean. It should be moistened or lubricated with palm oil, manteca de corojo. You'll take your Elewa with your hands. You'll get a little bit of manteca de corojo, and you'll lubricate him as well. Speaking to him, guys, so many people have all these things, and you don't speak to your deities. You don't speak to that energy, that spirit that's residing within that ita. You just ask it for money and ask it for love and ask it for shit. Build a relationship with your stuff, guys. Thank it for protecting your home, for being there with you, for opening and closing doors. And once you're done with that, you can add some cigar smoke. Light up your cigar, blow some cigar smoke on him, and I take a gulp of rum, or aguardiente, and I spit it at him 3 times. If you have some hutia or fish powder, you can put a little bit on him. If you have a little bit of oni or honey, you can add a little dab of honey on top of the head. Guys, I've seen people where they put globs of honey. Like, seriously, it's not necessary, and that can actually slow things down a little bit as far as his energy working in your favor. I usually have a little shot glass where I keep a little shot glass next to him, and I'll put some rum in there because they like to drink. Now we're going to go to Ogun and Ochosi. Same thing. You should be taking out every piece of tool, making sure it's nice and lubricated with palm oil. You can add some fish powder and hutia, cigar smoke, rum. Add some guavas. I add guavas inside his calderon. Ogun also likes melon and watermelon. Those are some of the offerings that you could put literally on top of the calderon. Speaking to him. If you have a maraca, you can just play that a little bit for him. If there's a song that you know, sing that to them. If not, I play music. I'll play music all day long on Monday. Like the candle. This is Laroye. Laroye is more of that childish energy, so he has a lot of candy. Alawana, per se, I don't have too much candy with him, maybe just 1 piece. As you know, Laroye has a lot of toys, a lot of candy, liquor, all kinds of different things, and this is an issue. And this is something that is done every Monday, guys. Unfortunately, there are godparents that do not teach you this. This is so basic. And I'm not disclosing anything taboo or anything you should know. I'm not going to show you what's inside the cauldron of Ogun. I'm not going to show you what the Ochosi looks like. All of those things are sacred. You should know what that looks like once you receive it. But the most important thing is that in the morning, you attend to your warriors. Make sure they have fresh fruit, water, light their candle. Give them mofori bale, meaning give them recognition. Thank them. Designated prayer of Omitutu and designated prayer to Ogun. If you don't know them, you can download some of these prayers and learn how to say them little by little. Listen, I didn't know how to say a lot of this shit, okay? It's hard. It's another language. It's Yoruba, okay? And obviously, a lot of people are expected to just learn all these prayers and songs immediately. Impossible. It'll take time and it'll take some dedication, but you'll learn it. But the most important thing, guys, is to attend to them, have a conversation, thanking God, your creator, Olodumare, Olofi, before anything, and then your warriors, and then your spirits. And your ancestors is something that should be attended to every day, not on Mondays. This is where people get confused. When do you attend to the Eguns, the ancestors? Every day. Every day. Because the ancestors come before the Orisha. El muerto parió el santo. It's the saying in Spanish. So the ancestors always come first. The reason I'm doing this video is because I'm starting to notice that a lot of people get into this practice because there's a lot of babalaos, a lot of santeros, santeras, tata, yayas, and I'm not calling anyone out because I'm not about that drama bullshit, but a lot of people do this because it's commercialized and it's a business. But they don't take the time to teach you. They don't take the time to show you a few things that might help you. It's just quick money because everybody wants to be a part of this practice, right? But this is a way of life, guys. I attend to my warriors not just on Mondays, every day. I get up, I make sure their candles are lit, they have fresh water, fresh fruit. Every time I go to the store, I see something that he might like fruit or candy. I'll buy that for him without expecting anything in return. Because that's the type of relationship I have with my Elewa and my warriors. And a lot of people get confused. They think you're supposed to get into these practices because you're going to have some kind of power and domination over them and you can just start asking them for millions of dollars. This is a way of life. This is not a genie in a bottle. That's where people get confused. A lot of people get into this because they want a drug deal and hope they don't get caught and they get initiated thinking that's just going to help them. No. You still are in charge of your own actions and consequences. The Orishas are here just to facilitate and open roads and give you balance. That's it. Now, I'm talking about Osha, Lukumi practice. I'm not going into Balu Pantu or any of that other stuff right now. That's too complex and it's too closed doors and there's a lot of videos out there and I don't know why people talk about something that is super closed door. So we're going to talk about just Osha, Ifa, Lukumi practice in general without disclosing anything. And hopefully these little things that you do will help you guys facilitate and open your roads. It's simple things, simple sacrifices that you do on a daily basis that will enlighten and sweeten up your spirits, your deities, your orishas to work with you. If you just have them in the corner of your house collecting dust, but when you need money, you go and say, here, give me money. Here's some rum. That is not establishing a relationship with them. Hopefully, this video shows you a little bit of the basics of how to attend to your warriors on a Monday. If you are part of a religious house, you can go to your padrino madrina. I'm sure they're going to teach you a little bit more, but these are just the basics. Attend to your warriors. Make sure your altars are clean and they have their designated offerings. Thanks again for watching. H. Bendiciones.